Hey y'all, it's Justin.
And Aaron.
And welcome to the Elephant Room. End scene. We are back. Another video. I'm actually here to give you an October's watch list. Yes, October's watch list. This can include TV shows, movies, different things to watch on television, basically. We're not gonna go too detailed before the list. We're gonna go ahead and let y'all figure it out as we go along.
Before we start, please do 3 things.
Like, share, subscribe. It's very easy.
Hit the bell. Somewhere down there, right there. Okay.
I was like, yo, when I felt that, you felt that energy? You felt that energy? It's October energy. That's what happens when the sun goes down, the warm goes away, and it starts getting a little chilly out. We in Cali, it's not chilly yet. But when the chilly finally does get here, then we can enjoy. I got it on now because it's cold in the house. But this ain't.
It's not cold. It's not.
They don't know that.
Before we get started, just know that these are based on our opinions of what we think would be the most interesting things to watch. There's a lot more coming out that I'm sure is really good. But I and Justin just did a couple of hours of research to find...
Mostly her.
Mostly me. Actually, it took me 2 days, but we're not gonna go there. Just to find some good things for you guys to watch. Things that I know that I'm gonna be trying to watch. And we even have like a little kiddie special in there. So if you have any children, stay tuned. You'll want to hear this.
Same way it is for us, same way it is for y'all. You might find something that you haven't heard of or something that you might have been interested in at one point in time and haven't had a chance to watch it. So if you see it on the list, remind you, jot it down on a piece of paper, take a screenshot. I'll make sure I put the list at the end of the video. This way you have a reference. I might even put a link to the GoogleDoc if that's something you're into too. So you can have a physical list in front of you. But like I said, we've seen some of these. There's a few that we haven't seen, a few that's not even out yet. We're just going based off of what we heard and read and seen for some of them.
So hopefully this makes it easy for you, and we're going to get started.
Let's do it.
So the first list comes from Netflix. The first movie being The Haunting of Bly Manor. It is rated mature for mature audiences.
Mature.
Only.
Mature.
Yes. Why? Those are really good ones that are rated mature. But you know.
No, I mean how people say mature.
Oh, okay.
It's a different story, different day. Continue.
Little description. The Haunting of Bly Manor is an American supernatural horror drama web television series. It will be loosely based on the 1898 horror novella The Turn of the Screw by Henry James. It is the follow-up series to The Haunting of Hill House. This will come out on Netflix on October the 9th. I have really high hopes for this one because it is the follow-up to The Haunting of Hill House, and we watched that one together. It was so good.
That's
so if
good.
you guys haven't seen that one, go check that one out. But before you watch this, that's on Netflix as well.
I almost forgot about it, honestly, until we were going through the list. And she reminded me, like, that's something I would even consider doubling back to watch. So if you haven't seen it, definitely watch that first.
It's really good.
Give you a good idea what you got going on here. Number 2 on the list, I'm gonna go with Ratchet. Rated mature as well. And it is about a young nurse at a mental institution who becomes jaded, bitter, and a downright monster to her patients. It's actually out now, so you don't have to wait to go watch it. You can go ahead and catch that right now on Netflix. That's one that we haven't seen, so I'm pretty sure we'll jump into that at some point in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, and this one has one of the main characters from American Horror Story in it. And she does really good. So I thought that one would be really interesting. I watched the trailer for it, and it looked a little, spicy.
Anything in hospital, anything horror in hospitals go together. Like, it's perfect.
All right, next on the list is Rebecca. This one is rated PG-13. It is about a newly married young woman who finds herself battling the shadow of her husband's dead first wife. This one comes out on October the 21st on Netflix. It had that like tone to it that looked really creepy. Like something was going on with one of the ladies was following Rebecca around, and it was just a little.
You got exes following you around in the afterlife.
Yeah.
You want to talk about argument that you ain't gonna win, fella? Over with. Right, next on the list. We got Hubie Halloween. This is PG-13. Hubie the boy thanklessly spends every Halloween making sure the residents of his hometown, Salem, celebrate safely and play by the rules. But this year, an escaped criminal and mysterious new neighbor have Hubie on high alert. People start disappearing. It's up to Hubie to convince the police and townsfolk that the monsters are real and only he can stop them.
All right, next up on the list is The Babysitter Killer Queen. This one is rated mature.
What a name.
It is a sequel to the 2017 film, The Babysitter. It continues the story of Cole Johnson, now in his junior year of high school, who must again fight to ensure his survival over one night as he is haunted by the demonic enemies, both old and new. This one just came out on Netflix, and I actually watched The Babysitter. Not recommended for younger kids because it got a little flirty paterte in there, but definitely, you know, I would recommend 13 and up, at least. That's just my recommendation. You're a parent, you do what you want.
I'm not my 13.
My kid's not 13 yet, so I'm not worried about that.
When he is 13, I'm gonna tell him no. So on to the next. The Paramedic, rated mature. Unable to face his new reality in a wheelchair, Angel develops a deadly obsession with the woman who left him and unleashes a sinister revenge plot. We got a lot of relationship-based ones already.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the scariest things.
What's wrong?
I was messing with you.
Oh, you
I
scared
was
me.
acting. Well, this is out now, so feel free to go ahead and jump on that. Let us know what you think about it.
It did look interesting. It grabbed my attention, so I definitely wanted to add this one to the list. And it seems more like like one of those really good Lifetime movies for me, but like scary.
That's probably why it didn't grab my attention. Lifetime. Now, I'm going to tell you,
Don't.
there's somebody out there, so I'm sure is going to like Lifetime. You like Lifetime?
Yes.
I'm just not a Lifetime person.
Don't underestimate Lifetime, bro.
I enjoy a Lifetime movie once in a lifetime. So it's not that, it's not shade, it's just not my style.
Don't do the tss on my head. No,
I feel
there's
like it
no
makes it
symbol over
sound.
here.
You're the symbol of love. All right.
All right, next on the list,
And he
The
recovers.
Binding. The Binding. This one is not rated,
Nope.
but I would not recommend this one for children. It looks super scary. Little bio: during a visit to southern Italy to see her future mother-in-law, a mother must fight against an evil, malevolent
There you go.
curse that is trying to claim her daughter. This one comes out on October the 2nd. I do believe this one you will have to put on your English
The dub. Subtitles.
language. Yeah. Well, no, I think you can change the language, but the lips just gonna be moving all
That's just
off.
dubbed in.
But this one did look super creepy. That's why I said don't watch it with your kids. Unless you got them kids that like the scary stuff, you know, that's how I was when I was growing up. But this one does look super creepy. And so, yeah, it made it to the list.
These foreign horror movies be low-key fire.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on them because it's different language. They're low-key some of the scary stuff you can watch. And they be so low-key you'll never know it. Next on the list. Cadaver. Not rated. In the starving aftermath of a nuclear disaster, a family of 3 attends a charitable event at a hotel, which takes a dark turn when people start to disappear. Creepy. I like it. I like the post-apocalyptic stuff too. So this kind of nuclear disaster immediately, it got my attention like that. I'm a Fallout person, so this caught my eye instantly.
This one comes out on October the 22nd. You missed that part. But
It'll
this
be
one,
out. It'll be out October 22nd. So feel free to go ahead and get a jump on that before we do. We got a lot of movies to watch.
what is it, murder mystery vibes when I watched the trailer. You know how like one person dies and everybody gotta like figure it out. What this one gave me. It was also, I think, in a different language, but it did look interesting. Hence is why it's on here. Anyways, moving on. The next one is Evil. This one is rated TV 14. It is a series. And a little bio: a psychologist joins a priest in training and a carpenter as they investigate unexplained mysteries. It's new to Netflix, but not new to TV. Season 1 premiered and aired on September 26, 2019. It usually airs on CBS on Thursday nights and was just renewed for a second season that is scheduled to air late 2020.
Next on the list, we got La Revolution. Non-rated, not rated, violent series premiere. So, first time. Ain't no repeats, ain't no redos. First time, October 16th. In a reimagined history of the French Revolution, the guillotine's future inventor uncovers a disease that drives the aristocracy. I don't know. I actually have to look that up. To murder commoners. Like I said, October 16th. It's a series premiere, not even season, series premiere. So this is brand spanking new. I like things that are based off history a little bit, kind of bounce off history, give you that extra creepy vibe because it actually was true at some point in one way or another. This definitely sounds like a good one right here.
I'm glad you read this one because I would have butchered the whole thing. Definitely check this one out if you're into, you know, like a history buff, or I mean, even if you're not, it still might interest you because it definitely caught my eye. All right, 4400. It is rated TV 14 and it is a series. As a reappearance of 4,400 missing people on a single day confounds the global community, federal agents on the case slowly discover the ways in which the victims have been changed. There are 4 seasons available. Season 1 premiered on July 11th in 2004, but the show was canceled in 2007. I actually have seen 4,400. It is a older show. And I saw it, I think, trending on Netflix. I'm not sure. Maybe it was just on the top of my list. I don't know. But it was really good. It's kind of like Heroes almost. Like the show Heroes that was out a long time ago. It's really good, though. You should definitely check this one out if you're into like sci-fi, supernatural, action. Definitely your speed.
Next on the list, the movie is actually one of my personal favorites. Absolutely love the movie. This is Van Helsing, rated mature, obviously. Van Helsing is set in the near future where vampires have risen and taken control. Vanessa Van Helsing is humanity's last hope as her unique blood composition gives her the ability to turn vampires human. With this secret new weapon, Vanessa becomes a prime target for the vampires. Season 1 premiered about 4 years ago now, July 31st, 2016. There are currently 4 seasons available. In December 2019, Sci-Fi renewed the series for the 5th and final season. No announcement of the release date yet, but stay tuned. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. I'm pretty sure they'll be dropping it soon, especially with, you know, quarantine and everything. People want something to watch. They're probably pressed about it too. Hopefully it comes out this month though. I would love to see that.
Moving on. American Murder, The Family Next Door. This one is not rated. It is a documentary. It's based on a true crime story, and it tells the story of the 2018 Watts family murders, which took place in Frederick, Colorado. It uses archival footage, including social media posts, law enforcement recordings, text messages, and home video footage to depict the events that occurred. This one came out on September 30th.
Nice.
This is not something that I would watch. I don't like real
True
stuff.
crime.
That's not me. But I know there are definitely you people out there who
I don't believe you people. What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Love this stuff. Those true crime addicts.
Yeah.
There are definitely you out there. It's definitely not my vibe, but I know it's a lot of people.
Somebody out there, I'm
vibe.
sure. I'm sure.
Yeah.
They probably sitting at their computer now, like, stop targeting me. I feel you.
Courtney.
Oh yeah. Yeah, big time. Big time. All right, next on the list, we got Hannibal, rated mature. Obviously, can't really have a PG-13 Hannibal. It just don't make sense. So, exploring the early relationship between renowned psychiatrist Hannibal Lecter and his patient, a young FBI criminal profiler who is haunted by his ability to empathize with serial killers. The series premiered on NBC April 4th, 2013. There are 3 seasons on Netflix and on Prime. Season finale aired August 29th, 2015. I actually never got to watch an episode of this, and I really wanted to. And then obviously with busy schedule, life, things happening, I forgot to go back and double back.
I started watching Hannibal years ago. I actually, when I did this list, start to watch it again. It's actually on my laptop. I was on like episode 4 within the last like 3 hours.
I was there.
It's really good. I promise. This one is really, really good. It is very unnerving. It is very
Everything you expect from a Hannibal.
not comfortable. It's very uncomfortable. But it is super good. Very great acting. All right, here is the Netflix Kitties alert. For you families out there.
Yeah.
I definitely love including the Kitties corner. Only because there are adults who watch kid movies. Okay? And 2,
That's true.
I go searching for things for my kids to watch when we have our family movie nights. So that is what this list is dedicated to. Okay? All right. First one, The Worst Witch. It is rated G. It is a series. It says Mildred Hubble, a normal girl from a world outside of magic, finds herself at a school for witches. The series is based on the first 4 Worst Witch children books by Jill Murphy. Season 1 premiered July 21st, 2017. There are currently 4 seasons, and season 4 will premiere on Netflix on October the 1st. This one had a familiar face too. What's the girl from Game of Thrones that we were talking about? The little one.
Lyanna?
Little girl. Yes, Lyanna from Game of Thrones is the
Main character.
main character. There we go. I knew I needed you for something. The main character in The Worst Witch looks very cute, Halloween friendly. You know?
Cool.
Yeah.
Next on the list, Over the Moon, rated PG. An adventurous girl builds a rocket ship to meet a mythical goddess on the moon. Interesting. That sounds like a little cute movie for the little young girls, even young boy. I could see him being interested in that. Talking about a rocket ship to go meet mythical anything in outer space. That's interesting enough. Definitely seems family friendly, and it'll be out and available October 23rd.
Yes.
23rd.
This one looks good, and then that one is animated. that first one, The Worst Witch, is not animated. Just noting. Anyways, A Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting, not rated. Recruited by a secret society of babysitters, a high schooler battles the boogeyman and his monsters when they nab the boy she's watching on Halloween. This one comes out on October the 15th, and this one is animated as well, if I remember. Looks cute.
Next on the list, we got Raising Dion. It's a rated PG TV series. It's a widowed single mom who discovers that her son has superpowers and tries to figure out how to raise him safely and responsibly. It is based on the 2015 comic book and short film of the same name. Season 1 premiered October 4th, 2019. And in January 2020, they renewed the series on Netflix for a second season. I know you might have seen the little commercials or previews. I know I've seen it. It definitely looks cute. I ain't gonna lie to you. It looks family friendly, family oriented, and has a lot of implications on today's real world. So it's definitely a good family movie. Get the kids, sit down, the wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, whoever you got. It's a good one. Good one to sit down, around some popcorn, and enjoy.
Actually, our oldest son loves the show. I told him that they were renewed for a second season, and he was like, when does it come out? I want to watch it. Oh my goodness. But this one is really, really good. It is a cute little show, and it has Michael B. Jordan in it.
Next on the list.
Goosebumps 2. It's rated PG. Two young friends find a magic book that brings a ventriloquist dummy to life. This one premiered on October 12, 2018, so it is a little throwback. Not a whole lot.
Petite.
This one scares the crap out of my oldest child. He is like freaked out by dolls.
Cause it's Slappy.
And dummies.
Slappy the dummy.
He does not like
Slappy's
dolls,
amazing.
dummies, teddy bears. Not his thing. But I love Goosebumps, and this one is a good one to watch, especially during Halloween. I was just like, this is a must for kids, older kids. I would say not
sense.
really older, like maybe like 7,
Like
8,
young,
9.
young kids.
Yeah.
Super preteen.
But definitely a good one to watch.
The Last Kids on Earth, rated TV. Why? I think that's young. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a TV series. When zombies and monsters invade his hometown, a scrappy 13-year-old orphan teams up with his friends in hopes of surviving the chaos. Season 1 premieres September 17th, 2019, and there are currently 2 seasons available on Netflix, with the 4th season airing October 16th. Got about 2 weeks.
Again, my oldest child reads these books. Actually, he has not watched the show. He says the books are really good, so I'm hoping that the show's really good. That was my main purpose, putting this one on there, because he does enjoy those books. And he's 11, so
Right around that age.
around that age, probably a good one to watch. Next one on the list is Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. This one is rated PG, and it is a series. Teens attending an adventure camp, why I say it like that, an adventure camp, must band together to survive when dinosaurs wreak havoc. This one came out on September 18th, 2020. We actually binge watched this one.
It's good.
It is good.
It's good stuff.
I did not think it was going to be good, because it is an animated Jurassic World, and I am a super big fan of Jurassic World, so I did not expect that the cartoon was going to be good. But me, our wonderful 2-year-old,
Right.
and
Chill out.
our 11-year-old binge watched this, and I didn't think the 2-year-old would really like it because it's kind of a little scary. But he was yelling at the screen at the dinosaurs, literally at the screen, like,
So really.
ah, yeah,
I'm fighting T-Rex.
yeah, literally.
First on the list of our Amazon Prime movies and shows, we have Welcome to Bloomhouse, which is a collection of 4 of their forthcoming horror movies. Starting with the first one, Black Box, centers on a single father dealing with memory loss after a car accident, one undergoes an agonizing experimental treatment that leaves him questioning his own reality. Very, very deep stuff right there. That premieres October 6th. That is the first movie out of the 4. That's 1 out of 4. We have Evil Eye coming up next. In this movie, a surprising callback to a mother's dark past arrives in the form of her daughter's seemingly perfect Boo, or Belle. I hate when people say Belle.
It's Bo.
I hate it. This also comes out October 6th. Third movie in the list, we got Nocturne. The film, set against the backdrop of an elite arts academy, follows a timid music student who suddenly starts to outshine her outgoing and more accomplished twin sister. However, the discovery of a mysterious notebook, never a good sign, that belonged to a recently deceased classmate might yield a secret that taints her recent success. Now that's not only a mouthful, that's also deep. That gets deep too. Whenever you're dealing with notebooks, it's like it's on the same level as a Ouija board, that you're just talking to some ghosts. Don't even do it to yourself. That comes out October 13th. Great day. Great day. I don't know if that falls on a Friday.
I don't know if it was on Friday this year or not.
Yeah, I think it did last year, so it probably don't this year. It's close enough to be scary. It don't matter. and the fourth and final movie in the season series of the Welcome to Bloomhouse collection, The Lie. In this film, two desperate parents attempt a cover-up after their daughter killed her best friend, leading them on an increasingly circuitous.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Leading them on an incredibly difficult path of lies and deception. This will come out October 13th. This is the fourth and final film or movie in the collection for Welcome to Bloomhouse. I saw 2 movies from the Bloomhouse.
We've seen more than 2 movies.
I mean, 2 that I personally like ranked high. I'm not talking about like Netflix. I'm talking about like movies.
No, I'm saying movies.
Well, I can't remember which ones I saw then. I just know that they get down. Y'all sick. If y'all hiring.
Next on the list, The Boys. This one is rated mature and it is a series. A group of vigilantes set out to take down corrupt superheroes who abuse their superpowers. There are currently 2 seasons on Prime. The first season premiered July 26, 2019. I actually started watching this one. I am done with season 1. Haven't started on season 2 yet, but it is different. It is not what you expect, because usually you see superheroes and everybody's like, oh my gosh, save me. No, these are like superheroes that are
Y'all ever seen Kick-Ass?
Kick-Ass, or what was the one with Superman as a boy? That creepy one.
Brightburn.
Yeah. This is like that with a bunch of different superheroes.
Some comedic relief.
As an adult. There is some comedic relief. It's very violent and rated mature for a reason.
It's Kick-Ass and Brightburn.
Little
It's bright ass.
Little naked people, you know. It's a little weird. But it's good.
Next on the list, we have Alone. A recently widowed traveler is kidnapped by a cold-blooded killer, only to escape into the wilderness, where she is forced to battle against the elements as her pursuer closes in on her. This premiered September 18th, so it's been out for a couple weeks now. I haven't heard much about it. Trailer looked decent. Trailer definitely looked decent. This fits more into the realistic horror, as in it could actually happen kind of horror, not spiritual ghosts, you know, wrecking a house and throwing stuff at you. Not that kind of stuff. So that adds a little more to the creepy element. All right, next on the list, we have Antebellum, rated R. Successful author named Veronica Henley finds herself trapped in a horrifying reality that forces her to confront the past, present, and future before it's too late. Premiered September 18th. So once again, it's been out for a couple weeks. Another one I haven't heard much about just yet, honestly.
Yeah, I've heard about this one.
I don't recall.
This is
Who told me about it?
This is the one with the singer, what's her name? What is her name? She do a lot of like jazzy stuff. Her hair is always like this in the front of her head. What's her name?
Oh, I know you told Janelle Monáe.
Janelle.
Oh, okay.
This one has her in it. This one looks super interesting. Like super
This that one with like weird slave based, almost like Harriet Tubman type.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That look. It gives me Jordan Peele vibes.
It's by Jordan Peele.
There we go. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Definitely a must watch, if anything.
Gotta be. You know, Jordan Peele loved them race-related horror movies. That's my guy right there.
All right, another one we watched, Z. This one I cannot find a rating for, but I would not recommend for any child.
It's probably R.
Probably. A family finds themselves terrorized by their 8-year-old son's imaginary friend. This one premiered on May the 7th in 2020, and this one is creepy, okay? Creepy is
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Good.
All right, next on the list we have The Vanished, rated R. Rated R. It's a story of a husband and wife that will stop at nothing to find her missing daughter. Their missing daughter, who disappeared on a family camping trip. When the police don't catch any leads, the duo take over. Sounds about right. Sounds like what you should do. We ain't gotta wait on y'all. We about to go get this done. Premiered August 21st. Seemed interesting. This kind of feels like it fits into the Lifetime movie category for me, personally. I don't watch Lifetime, so I could be wrong. But this fits into that more of a thriller, more of a suspense movie. It's not horror. It's not creepy, but it can still scare you in a different way. So that's why I made the list.
We talking about like some Taken type stuff, but in a couple. Watch that one. It looked really good. All right, Relic is rated R. A woman links her mother's increasingly volatile behavior to an evil presence at their family's decaying country home. This one premiered on July 10th, 2020, and it looks creepy as hell, should I say. It looks super creepy, okay? I actually almost watched it the other day, and I was like, no, let me just wait until I have my mom and my husband there to watch it with me. So, yeah, it does look really good, but super creepy. Another one that you probably don't want to watch by yourself.
Yeah, don't do it to yourself.
Unless you're into that kind of thing. You might want, you know, a little blanket, nice little SpongeBob afterwards for you to bed. Just putting that out there.
Moving on to our Hulu list. First on said list, we have Castle Rock. Rated Matures TV series. It is a psychological horror set in the Stephen King multiverse. Y'all know how that could get. Castle Rock is an original story that combines the mythological scale and intimate character storytelling of King's best loved works, weaving an epic saga of darkness and light, played out on a few square miles of Maine woodland. There are currently 2 seasons. The first season premiered July 25th, 2018, and has not been picked up for a season 3 as of yet. Very strong chance it gets picked up.
I actually watched this one. I'm already on season 2, and it is twisted. Season 1 and season 2 are not completely related. It's like 2 different stories with 2 different people.
Sounds Stephen Kingish.
Yeah, but this one, season 1 is really like psychological. Will, you know, you gotta think and make sure you don't skip anything. Season 2 is a little gory, you know, a little violent. Both are pretty violent, but season 2 is super violent. I haven't finished season 2 just yet. I think I'm on like episode 6, but it's a good one.
Next on the list of our Hulu series / movies, we have Monsterland. This one isn't rated as of yet. It is about an encounter with gothic beasts, including fallen angels and werewolves. Broken people are driven to desperate acts in an attempt to repair their lives, ultimately showing there is a thin line between man and beast. Set to premiere October 2nd, which is great. That's right on time. And I'm ready. I need to watch this because I love stuff based on anything mythological, anything with monsters, beasts, creatures. That's like right up my avenue. We ain't talking spirits. Oh yeah, our avenue. If we ain't talking spirits, we gotta talk monsters. That's my stuff right there. Boom.
All right, Books of Blood, rated mature. A journey into uncharted territory through 3 tales tangled in space and time. This is based on Clive Barker's acclaimed and influential horror anthology book series. It comes out on October the 7th.
Next on the list, we have An American Haunting. This is rated TV 14, and it is based in 1818 with a family that began to experience disturbances on their property. At first sight, unexplained noises, but everything changed when their spirit began to grow, becoming aggressive and singling out the father, John. This premiered May 5th, 2006. I haven't seen this one. I know. I'm not good on the old joints. If I missed it when it came out, I probably didn't double back unless somebody watched it with me. That's just how I roll. I don't really go back and watch unless it's Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad. Like the only shows I've ever went back and watched. So I apologize for those heavy-hearted fans out there, but yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and watch because now I keep hearing things. She's patting her chest. Like I feel like I missed out.
You did. This one is a classic. I'm sure everybody and their mama done watch American Haunting, but if you have not, definitely check this one out. It's actually set to come off of Hulu on October 31st. It's creepy and weird and good, and just watch it. Hellstrom. This one is not rated. It is a series. It's about Damon and Anna Hellstrom. They are the son and daughter of a mysterious and powerful serial killer. The siblings have a complicated dynamic as they track down the terrorizing worst of humanity, each with their attitude and skills. This one is based on a Marvel comic, and it is set to come out on October the 16th. I was like, Marvel? What? Hellstrom? It was spelled with an O, but I don't know.
It's Marvel, but you're not going too wrong with that one. Next on the list, When a Stranger Calls. Another one I don't recall. PG-13. Jill Johnson is babysitting 2 children when a stranger insists calling her on the phone, asking her to see the children on the upper floor. She decides to call the police to trace the phone call. When the officer on duty tells her that the call is coming from inside the house, obviously Jill panics. This came out February 6, 2006, and it is set to come off of Hulu the end of October.
I cannot believe he ain't watched this, or he can't remember it. Everybody knows about the lady calling the police, and they're like, the call is coming from within the house. Like, that is like
That sounds like
the
Scream.
thing.
Whenever I think of somebody calling and they talking about it's coming from the house, I think it's Scream. Other than that, I can't.
I think
don't
of
remember
When a
this
Stranger Calls. He has not seen it. He's definitely going to see this one before October.
one. Well, I
3rd.
might have seen it. I just don't remember the name, like at
It's
all.
just insane to me. All right, so next on the list, we have our TV Halloween premieres, starting with Freeform's 31 Nights of Halloween. This year, Freeform will kick off its annual 31 Nights of Halloween on October the 1st, starting with Hocus Pocus.
Beautiful.
We all know that. But don't worry if you missed the first one. Hocus Pocus is on the list 7 more times. I counted.
Watching it every time.
This list is kid friendly for the most part. We will, if obviously you'll see the schedule up here on the screen. But I would advise that you check with your local listings, and we'll also link the schedule down below if you want to go and take a look at it later.
Most certainly.
It's a good one.
Now we have the Disney Channel Monstober. Kid-friendly, obviously, but it's basically a layout throughout the month of kid-friendly movies for them to go ahead and delve into so they can get their part of the horror, their part of the scary flicks. And it goes from October 1st through October 17th. Go ahead and get into that, get your kids hip, scare them a little bit. You don't have to punish them, just make them watch something scary. I was playing. It's all kid-friendly, so enjoy. Family-oriented.
We also got Sci-Fi Spooktacular. It kicks off on October the 1st, with the first premiere being The Strangers That Pray at Night. This is the old one. They have lots of other movies here as well, going all the way through the month.
Next on the list, we have Lovecraft Country, which is not kid friendly, so don't get it confused or twisted. This is rated mature, and it is very mature. Oh, it's mature. Lovecraft Country is a collection of interconnected stories about an extended African-American family in the mid to late 1940s and their encounter with things not of this world, notably sorcerers, a gateway to another world, and a haunted house, among other things. It's premiered August 16th, 2020, currently airing on HBO every Sunday. Please get up to date with this. It's crazy. It don't even make sense how crazy it is.
It doesn't.
First episode, you're gonna be lost. You can't even tell nobody what it's about because you don't know what it's about. But it's definitely intriguing, interesting. It'll have your full attention. You'll laugh, you'll be shocked, you might jump, you're gonna curse. It's gonna get you. It's gonna get you. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jordan Peele once again. Man has problems.
This is definitely one we watch every Sunday.
Definitely.
Me, Mom, and my darling husband all sit down and watch this, and let me tell you, you never know what is coming next. Like, it is so twisty.
So crazy.
Makes no sense. You can't figure it out. It's all over the place.
Oh, don't try. Just enjoy it.
It's good though. Next on the list is The Outsider. This one is rated mature. It is also on HBO. It's based on Stephen King's best-selling novel, The Outsider. It begins by following a seemingly straightforward investigation into the gruesome murder of a young boy, but when an insidious supernatural force edges its way into the case, it leads a seasoned cop and an unorthodox investigator to question everything they believe in. This one aired in January of 2020. There has been talk of a season 2, and that it will most likely be based on Stephen King's latest short story, If It Bleeds. This one is really good.
Perfect.
We watched this one before. It creeps me out, okay? I had to take a little break in between because I was like feeling a little sort of way. And I recommend it for the month of October because why not in October? Next on the list, and the next couple are just movies that are coming out in the month of October. We know how things have been in quarantine and with COVID things. Some movies are set to come out when they're supposed to come out, and other movies they get set back to 2021. I don't know. But the next couple are movies that will be coming out as if they were in theaters. So they'll be on demand, probably more than likely on Prime or I don't know, whatever else
Hulu, Netflix,
demand
all of them
stuff you got.
things.
I don't know about Hulu and Netflix because these are like big movies. It might be in Redbox at some point.
Right. On our movie list, we have Love and Monsters, which isn't rated. After a monster apocalypse forces humans into underground colonies, a young man decides against all logic to brave the surface and face the monster standing between him and his lost love. Set to premiere October 16th.
This one has the guy from Teen Wolf and what is that called? Maze Runner in it. Next on the list is Girls Rules, rated R for good reason. It is the 5th installment of the I keep seeing stuff. Ooh, I almost gave myself a heart attack. It is the 5th installment of the American Pie Presents film series. It's a spinoff, obviously. It says in senior year, at last, Great Falls, Annie, Kayla, Michelle, and Stephanie decide to harness their girl power and band together to get what they want their last year of high school. This is set to premiere October the 6th. If you've watched any American Pie movies, you know they're rated R for a good reason. This follows right along with that, but girl power. Girl power.
Call it what you want.
Tell me what you want, what you really want. Okay, moving on.
Next on the list, we have Come Play. It's rated PG-13. This one looked really interesting. It's about a long-limbed monster named Larry who targets Oliver, a non-verbal autistic young boy, along with his family and friends, as well as other victims, by manifesting through their smartphones, computers, TV screens, and other mobile devices. Set to premiere October 30th. This one caught my attention big time. It gave me slick Paranormal Activity vibes. What was that last one? The one with the cameras. They had a name. The fourth dimension, the other dimension, something dimension. How they were able to see through different pieces of technology, and it was like playing with their mind because they were like, is it really there? Is it not there? It can see it. Can you see? It touches us. It don't touch us. I got vibes from that. And whenever you include little kids into a horror movie, you're setting yourselves up for a big spook. So I'm ready to watch that one. I've been ready.
Yeah, this
Trailer
is
got me.
definitely one that took his attention for sure. And it just seems, I think, a little more creepy because of the autism in the boy. He's not able to really say much or, get off how he's feeling, and it's weird, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
It's weird.
Definitely must watch.
All right, last but not least, The Craft Legacy, not rated. The horror movie is a continuation of the 1996 cult supernatural film The Craft, which starred Neve Campbell and followed a group of 4 outcast teenage girls at an LA high school who start using witchcraft but soon encounter the negative repercussions. This one is set to premiere October the 28th. This guy right here has not seen The Craft. I don't know where he grew up at and what rock he came from under, but if y'all like me and y'all seen this in 1996 doing the little light as a feather, stiff as a bar, light as a feather, stiff as a bar stuff, we've been waiting on this forever, okay? And it's finally coming out. I am so excited to watch this. I know that so many other people are gonna be so excited to watch this. He's gonna have to watch the first one before he can watch this one. I don't understand how he hasn't seen some of these movies. I'm so confused.
I'm not finna watch no high school witch movie by myself as a kid.
I did.
About some girls. It probably crossed my
good.
mind. It did not catch my interest. I'm so sorry.
It was good.
I only cared about Hocus Pocus back then.
True. I liked scary stuff. I don't know. Okay, so that concludes our list. But before we go, what is your top movie? What is your must-watch in October?
I'd have to go with The Haunting of Bly Manor, just because the first one was so good, and I was actually questioning, could they possibly make a second one out of what they left, the little cliffhanger / possibilities they left at the end. So it definitely left a toss-up, and I'm glad that they decided to revisit. And special, like, honorable mention will be Come Play, because that one, like I said, that caught my attention from day one. But there's a couple. I mean, it's not far behind first place, because there's a couple movies on the list that I know I want to go back and watch, and I will go back and watch.
As he said that one, I'm going to say to watch Welcome to Bloomhouse would be my second pick. Also because I know about Bloomhouse and they do really good production. And all their movies are scary. So I know that they're going to do really good with these. And I think it's so cool that they have these 4 movie collections. Some coming out on October the 6th. The other one's coming out a week later. I think that's so cool and interesting that they're putting all those out, and they're all so different, but they all look so good. So
Definitely.
that is the must-watch of October. I hope you guys loved this. Let us know if you like this video, and we're probably just going to continue doing them once a month. Hopefully we're able, well, I will do it next time in November with a brand new list, so you guys can just come back here and look for the new list on November the 1st.
Silver platter.
I will try to list all the shows and movies down in the description box, as well as the schedules for the TV programs. Let us know how you like this and if you want us to continue doing them in the future.
Nice and interpersonal. Kind of just like a sit-down conversation with y'all.
Yeah.
But we'll be doing more things along this line, in this vein, going forward. Feels good to just sit and talk to the public.
Yeah.
Those subscribers out there, and even those that not subscribe, but that still watch the videos.
It's
I'm
okay.
watching you. I'm watching you. He ain't slick. I know who he is. But we still like you. We still like you. We'll talk to y'all.
You'll subscribe at some point.
Eventually.
All right.
Eventually.
Anything for you guys.
Anything. As long as y'all do 3 things, like, share, subscribe,
Please
ring the bell,
ring the bell.
and we will see y'all later. We will catch up with y'all. Enjoy. Happy October.